Hello and welcome. My name is Esther. I am an artist, a healer, and a guide. And this is just another way that I help people. And decided, just to share the remembrance of your value, your worth, and any guidance that you may need for your light. So today I wanted to kind of speak about for the collective on how you can kind of enhance your inner energies. Because as we know, humanity is ultimately facing a time right now of exactly that, the enhancement of self. So I figured having Ganesha here, this beautiful clay Ganesha, was perfect. Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. So it's kind of like, what elements are you needing to kind of adjust in the life and to come back into that inner honor? So we're going to utilize only oracles today just to kind of bring you more into a higher view and also to kind of bring the gentleness back into the spirit, especially if you've experienced a lot of anxiety or uncertainty lately or in this year, this past while, and where you can kind of overcome those energies within your body to be more constructive rather than hindering. So Spirit, first and foremost, we will pull from Alana Fairchild's oracle here. And this is really to energize your purpose, right? So any best and advice here, Spirit, for the collective, what they most need to know right now for their highest and best good, for their forward movement, for their enhancement of self, and for their place in the earth to overcome any heavy energies. Thank you. Wow. First you got, this one is called The Changing Turquoise Woman. So really finding your wings, right? But finding that really calm harmony. So this card says, change is upon you. The higher purpose of this sacred shift is to bestow blessings. Divine energies of nourishment and recognition and regeneration are flowing towards you. To receive and benefit from these universal transmissions of goodness, you are encouraged to empty yourself of attachment of the past, releasing psychic clutter, and reclaiming your inner spaciousness. Divine restoration and repair can then occur naturally and spontaneously. Believe in your ability to rise anew. Take hold of the hand of grace, infusing yourself with its power and peace, for blessed new cycles are your decreed. So this is phenomenal. This is very sun energy, right? Rising to the occasion, finding that inner calm. And this other spirit here at this bird, it's like spirit hears you. They hear your call. They hear where you've been wanting to heal. They heal the healing of the past as well. It's like releasing it with love. And I know that there's a few other videos that I've done earlier that were really about how to release love in more of those harmonious and kind ways, because I know humanity and the collective has really been facing change, but also relationship loss seems to be a big one in the energy right now, as well as inner fears and anxieties kind of birthing to the surface because we are in this emerging and this transformative cycles. So Spirit is saying like the best way to kind of release is really to come back into the surrendering to the changes, right? Really listening to what is wanting to move out of your life and what is wanting to move into your life, and having the bravery and the courage to receive what is truly yours in that home. You also got, wow, this power awakening card. Yeah, because you're clearly awakening into your power and your highest timeline, right? And when we speak of anxiety, anxiety is a unique one because it has three parts to it. It can be anxieties that have been developed because of past, right? Past conditioning or traumas that birth into subconscious beliefs of anxieties in the current moment. We've also got current anxieties. What are you facing right now in uncertainty? And then humanity's also facing future anxieties. What are you afraid of, or what stories are kind of bogging your mind that are creating future stories that may not even be there, right? So that's why Spirit's saying, like, really allowing this calming and this regeneration of the divine flowing towards you, your higher purpose, because you have this power awakening within you. And so this says, sacred soul medicine of Puma, the Puma, spirit animal, is an expression of divine potency as an accomplishing force. So what is it you're trying to accomplish, right? Where can you, we just had the harvest full moon in Aries, and that's really about finding your power, this fire energy, this force energy, this striving energy into the new, right? And that happened a while ago in October. And we're still in October, even though we're coming into the later October. It's this fire energy that's been emerging in humanity. Because this card also says, such medicine gathers in secret recesses of the soul, right? Stealthily increasing you to cultivate intention and capacity under the clock of perspective privacy until you instinctively sense the opportune moment to externalize your energy. Exactly. So you may have had this kind of like hermiting energy of the introspection. Where are you needing to shift? What are you needing to look at? What are these truths within you that are bubbling under the surface? What is your soul wanting to really express outwards? The fire energy. Where are you placing your focus and why, right? This is what you're feeling right now. And Spirit is saying, well, you've got this power of the Puma energy. You have to now embody this power energy, this fire energy, releasing the past, divinity, grace, the higher view of the understanding of love, of what you moved through in this year, through the obstacles and challenges. Where did they test you? Where did they strengthen you? Where did they emerge your power into forward movement or adjust you off of maybe not the right path to really place you where you need to go? Because ultimately we're meant to listen right now, right? We're meant to co-create with Spirit. We're meant to co-create with our higher selves. We're meant to step in to a strengthening of our own inner being so that we can evolve as humanity. Unity within creates unity without. So this Puma energy that is in your favor, collective, this is like increase your energy by practicing self-worth, your confidence, your resilience, your knowing. You're knowing that you are more than capable, more than deserving, right? Because it's about your self-respect, right? How can you respect yourself, right? Because we cannot respect anything that we do or anything else outside of us without the inner respect, ultimately. And because this is where it's like, patiently prepare and ready yourself, right? The Puma strategizes when they hunt, right? They are calculated. They are meticulous. They are focused, powerful, but precise. And they know when to leap. They know when to wait, right? So where are you being called to kind of discern in your life, in your life's work, most likely, in that exact way? You know? Being really strategic and intelligent with every move, right? Like a chess game. Where is the piece that needs to be placed next for your highest good and the forward movement of where you're going, what you're establishing, what you're creating? Being resourceful, tactful. Because you will recognize the moment when to leap, right? This card is really about do it decisively, decisive action, intentional action. Because whatever it is you are dreaming of attaining, the Puma arrives with this message that you have the power. You have the power to attain it. You already have all the resources. So this is more so in the mind. Maybe there's a little bit of resistance because you know on some level that you're about to take off or you're about to leap in grandiose ways that you never have before. And this is because of your inner work. You hold the power. You also got 2 more cards here. You got, she guards the waters of life. Wow. Now this is a powerful, this makes me think of ancestors, right? This makes me think of wisdom, the wisdom you have obtained not only through lifetimes, but also through all the learning of this year and especially, well, of past, right? So what has the past changes, obstacles, challenges, or shifts taught you for your wisdom, for your forward growth, showing you where to adjust within your own being and also with what you surround yourself with, what you bring into your habits and your routines, how you move your body, how you utilize your mind. This is very wise energy. So this card says, your soul is ritually bathed in healing sacred waters. Recalibrating remembrances of who you are and what is genuinely of value to your soul are spontaneously arising. Exactly. It's about standing tall in your authenticity. And I did a video the other day. So if this is starting to resonate with you already, you may want to watch that as well. But it's about embracing your uniqueness, your soul's gifts, your authenticity, to know that you are healing through it as you emerge. Yes. But this healing and this transformation process of all that you've been through is actually to strengthen you not only into your truest alignment, but your wisdom. Your wisdom that you're carrying forth. Your soul is beginning to see, remember, and reattain exactly that, right? So this is like very hermit energy. You may be feeling extra tired as well in October. Where, because you're upgrading, right? Your being is needing the restoration. It's needing the healing. It's needing the process. It's needing the process to let go of what was, as well as to merge into the new, right? That creates a restful period, an introspective period, because you need to regenerate the self. You need to come back into wholeness so that you can carry forth your work. And excuse me, carry forth where you're meant to go. So if something does not resonate with you, right, and the truth of your past, release it into the flow and let go, right? Release it. Just allow what was to be. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. It doesn't mean anything's right from wrong or anything's better or worse. It just means you're finding your divine flow. You're finding your alignment that is actually for the highest good of you and the highest good of all those around you. So it's no longer trying to fit in places that you knew you couldn't fit anymore. It's about fitting you. It's about the inner honor, inner integrity to become this powerful and wise leader that you were always meant to be. and your soul's capacity within the collective evolution, the consciousness evolution of humanity, right? This is very spirit-led work that we're in now. Spirit-led work just means from your authenticity, from your heart, from your truth, from your integrity, morality, honor, grace, peace, harmony, right? Rhythm, finding your rhythm and flow. So this card also alludes to, it says here, seek to distill and contemplate the essence of your heart. Exactly what I was just saying. Which holds astonishing power to effect healing and change and catalyzed inspired manifestations. Exactly. When you're in resonance of joy, gratitude, and your heart alignments, manifestations overpour. The true alignments and opportunities just come in. It's like you just randomly meet the perfect person that has a missing piece to what you've been needing. Or you randomly meet the answer to, this is where I've been wanting to live, or this is where I've been wanting to go, or this is where I've been wanting to harmonize, right? It's all of these things. Because your regenerative transformation wants to occur. Sanctify it and surrender. Exactly. It's a massive surrendering for humanity right now. Surrendering into the flow, surrendering into the heart, surrendering into your truth, allowing what is no longer of the highest good or in resonance to fall away, but with love and grace and peace, honoring it for what it taught you. Not remaining in the suffering or regret or blaming outside. It's inner accountability. It's inner integrity, inner authority, right? The last one that you got for your oracle to really step in and energize your purpose was the rare intersection of heaven and earth. Oh my gosh. Okay, there was another reading that I did, but anyways, a lot to do with the duality of heaven and earth, right? Bringing the spiritual into the physical. No small feat, because that's destiny work. This is soul alignments. This is very, 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 very special because it's spirit-led, it's heart-led. And look at this card, right? So this card says, your path is aligned with cosmic power and purpose. Wow. Circumstances are being modulated by the patient, persistent wisdom of the universe. Exactly. The spiritual, mental, emotional, and the physical coming into harmony together. This is about true alignment of your North Star. This is about deep understandings of your soul's work, what you want to do, how you want to live, what you would like your family dynamic to be, what you would like your relationships to be, how you would like to pour in something of value for humanity and the earth, what you would like for yourself. This is like deep inner soul work of complete self-love. You know, this is feeling grateful and graceful through each day. This is leading from the heart in each day. Heart thinking, heart feeling, heart willing. All that you do streams from your highest point, your heart-centered point. All that you do for the self is from the heart-centered point, which ultimately means that that's the overpouring in everything around you. First, it's within. This is the understanding of the inner divinity, the inner work, the inner learning, inner growth, inner honor, honoring your body as a temple, honoring this life as a gift, because it is. And it's about wisdom. It's about also bringing that together in the wisdom and then sharing to pour that out to help others. So it says, A rare intersection of heaven and earth will result in a precious manifestation of grace. What you have been working towards will come to fruition in a divinely aligned way. Exactly. It's all coming in for you, especially as soon as you align with you. Then that's when it's like boom, 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 like a domino effect. Like this miracle happened. You're going to be living each day like, I'm so grateful. I don't understand what reality I'm in because everything is just working out. And I'm surrounded by beautiful people. I'm surrounded by kindness. I'm able to overpour and receive back. There's balance in giving and receiving. I'm excited to wake up in the morning and do what I do because I believe in it. And I'm passionate about it. It has meaning and purpose and soul alignment with me. It's like my health is ultimately on par. You're healing, you're regenerating, you're reverse aging, whatever it looks like. Your body is all this energy is coming back, clarity of mind, happiness, joy, heart-centered laughter. It's like all of this is coming in because it's divinely aligned as you align with you. So it says, remain steady yet adaptable. Exactly. Willing to move with the creative cosmic current. Exactly. Surrender to the flow. That's been coming up a lot, Trust and flow. Be like water. Move like water. Water is powerful, but it's resilient, it's nourishing, it's life-giving, but it can also be an element that can interchange, right? It's able to be many things. Ice, snow, hot, cold, right? Water, be like water, move like water. Be that element, embrace that element. Nourish the being with water, cleanse with water. Warmth and cold when necessary for healing, right? Just like a warm bath or a cold water dip. Water. So it says, the divine is correcting a situation that is in need of subtle realignment. Fear not. Exactly. Face those fears. Fear not. This is a significant time in your journey, and you are profoundly protected. Embrace change as a spiritual gift, evoking relief and realization. Embrace change as a spiritual gift, invoking relief and realization. So especially if you've been challenged with a lot of change this year, fear not, because that's really what is relieving you out of what is no longer for your highest good to make room for the new, but it's also what's brought you in these new realizations, right? These new aha moments of, I was not doing the work where I was, or I wasn't growing where I was, for example. Or I was not taking accountability for not only how my actions or reactions were affecting those around me, but how it was affecting me, my inner world. Worth and value, belief in self, knowing you're more than capable, knowing that you're needed and you're powerful to create change, to share your voice and your gifts. So this is a really special reading today, collective. I'm going to pull from the Isis Oracle because Isis is a lot to do with healing. We also have this very powerful Egyptian energy right now. Mind you, I love all elements of historical belief systems, but I'm actually wearing Isis on right now. Isis is a powerful Egyptian healer. And Egypt has a really special resonance with humanity right now anyways, because as a collective, we're actually within a bit of a mirroring from Egypt right now. So Egypt has quite a prevalent influence in humanity's evolving at this time. So Egypt may resonate with you, the Egyptian gods as well. So we'll see what Isis has for healing advice. Isis, please send the collective in regards to this reading the highest and best good message, please. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages from Isis. Thank you. Wow. Abundance of Sothis. Wow. And this is really interesting because we just had the harvest moon earlier this month in October. This is very reminding me even of the energy of October, at least where I live currently. My home base has a prominent 4 seasons where I live. And right now it's fall, and fall is all about the wheat, the harvest, pumpkins and squash, and the leaves changing colors. And October is the harvest season. And we just had the harvest moon in Aries, and that was a lot about this fire energy. And this just feels like the wheel of change, right? And even with the 6-pointed star, that's really also resonance to the heart, but this has a very powerful meaning. And it also connects into Judaism as well, the Star of David. So this card already feels powerful. I haven't even read it yet. But this is very much like even this wheel of time, right? Times are turning, and this time is turning in your favor. This feels like a very abundant and powerful card. So it says, abundance in many forms is increasing in flow to you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and self, and enjoy the abundance responsively flowing to you in many forms over and over again. Wow. So this is, I think, why also Spirit is saying that the You With You work has been so profound and important this year through all the changes that you've had to be resilient through, because that was about strengthening you to know your worth and your deserving, to let go of unaligned elements, so to make room for the new, but also to receive all the goodness that's coming in, and also to step into your power and authority. Because if abundance is pouring in and we're not in resonance with it, we will unconsciously either deny it, self-sabotage it, or not believe it to be good enough, like that we're good enough for it, right? We'll in some way sabotage that miracle or that opportunity. So this is why you have all of this in your favor, and this is where your developments have actually been established now, because this abundance is here. If you're not already experiencing it, it's here. And you know it. And you're seeing the fruits of your labor finally coming in, and you're seeing these true alignments coming in, and you're seeing the regeneration and the restoration within your own body overpouring. And the inner respect, the inner blooming, the joy, the gratitude, this newness, this new way of being in the world, and this reopenness of the trust in where you're going and what you're building, because you're really stepping into your highest timeline, like abundance in all ways, what you would want for your family life, what you would want for your income, what you want, where you want to live, what communities you want to be around, what kind of soul tribe you want to connect with, what kind of work you want to do in the world, what kind of new work or shifts in work or partnerships, what you would like from partnerships. This is massive abundance coming in, which is so on time with the energy. So you are perfectly on time I'm getting shivers all over my body again. You're perfectly on time with your abundance. You're perfectly on time with your evolving. Beautiful. I'm going to also pull from another, thank you, Spirit, just confirmations for the collective, anything that they need to know or focus on. Thank you. Okay, so this is from Psychic Tarot Oracle. Wow. Yeah. So in the emotional realm, you got this emotional loss card, and this is green. So very much to do with the emotions. This also with the Fibonacci sequence, which I love, sacred geometry. Actually have that on my arm. It's about all that is, right? The Fibonacci sequence is a part of sacred geometry, and it's the patterning that anything of the natural world forms, right? The child in the fetus, that's the formation of the Fibonacci sequence, follows this patterning and this spiraling. It's also very intercorrelated with human development and our lives, but it's also the way that plants grow, flowers, it's how they illuminate out. It has to do with stars, the retina in the eye. Look into it, but ultimately it's that of the growth. It's very representative of natural world life, true life. And within this, where I see emotional loss, it's kind of like where you're recognizing the flows through life, right? Everything kind of goes within a spiraling up, and then it must also go down, right? It's kind of like the figure 8, right? Divinity, as well as the lemniscate. What goes up must come down, right? It's time. It's the flowing of infinity as well, right? So this card is kind of reminding you that the emotional loss is what has birthed you into the remembrance of those new capacities, right? A lot like this, increasing the flow to you, right? Releasing what was with grace, a lot like this card, right? It was about being aligned with cosmic power and purpose, right? Obtaining the wisdom, right? Being like the sacred healing waters, and such as like allowing what was not authentic to you or aligned to you anymore, what had moved away, what had moved out. This is where Spirit is saying this is your wisdom. So he's even holding his heart. This is an understanding of the transformation of the heart, this higher view, also to send things with love and grace, right? And because even what we lose deserves honor, right? And especially if it's relationship orientated, which was really impactful for a lot of people, whether that was a loving relationship or a long-term partnership, a business alliance, a friendship, maybe family dynamics. Regardless of how that disconnection happened or that loss happened this year, it's really about honoring the thriving of the other as well, right? That's the higher view. That's the heart-centered understanding. If it was no longer for the highest good of both parties to remain together, and it was of the highest good to separate, perhaps for a time being, anything that's meant to be will always realign, so never worry. And other times it's meant to just permanently be complete, and that's okay. But to understand that if it's not of the highest good of either person to be together still, and it is of the highest good to separate, then you should honor your highest good in the separation, and you should honor the other party's highest good or the other person's highest good in the separation. And that's where your higher view has come in. It's about understanding that a heart-centered way of being is a spiritual way of being. And we should always wish the highest good, because the highest good of the other means the highest good of humanity. Supporting the thriving of the self and all that around you is the thriving of the community, right? As within, so without. So if you want to look at other readings, I don't typically do relationship readings, but this topic has come up probably because this energy has been so heavy in the collective energy, right? So I pick up on energy. And so this shifting in relationships is also to really pour that loving, and this is even green, right? Which is the heart chakra. It's about understanding the cycles of life, what needs to ebb and flow for the highest good, and to really love what needed to go, to wish them the most harmony and peace and grace and love in their lives, in their journey, whatever that looks like, right? To wish them health and prosperity and transformation for the better as well, regardless of how the dynamic needed to separate. Because it's not about comparison. It's not saying what's right and wrong. It's about the inner development of both, and it's about the outer development. It's all about what was taught to you, where the wisdom streamed in this year, bringing you into this power Puma energy as well, right? You also got base chakra and the universe. So collective, this is very much to be solid, safe, and secure in yourself. This is inner development. This is rooted. This is time in nature. This is removing obstacles, right? It's being strong in your own foundation, but it's being accountable and responsible for the self now. Strong and resilient on your own. Not that you don't need anyone around you, but that you don't base your whole value for things outside of you. You're whole in yourself, and therefore you can bring wholeness into your life, regardless of whom you connect with in your life. But first, you need to be whole in yourself to sustain even any healthy relationships or work or family dynamics. It's both, because you also got the universe. The universe is very, very special. I'm actually going to read from the deck on this one, because this one I don't know as prevalently. The root chakra, of course, is your safety, security, your foundation, base of the spine energy, root chakra energy. That is feeling solid, strong, stable, certain. That's immense life force. That's being present in the world. It's being completely connected to the earth, but also understanding the universe. So this universe card feels really powerful also because it is it's the picture that's on this psychic tarot, right? So it feels important. So I'm going to read it. Obviously, we know the universe is very, very important. And we are in a time of actually universal evolving, right? Not only Earth is evolving, other planetary spheres are evolving, right? That the human heart has a great impact right now. And your connection with Mother Nature and the natural world is really important, because we're spiritualizing the natural world as well. So, and also with this is a major arcana with the black border. So is the root chakra, major arcana. So great importance to feeling strong, safe, and secure in yourself, right? That power energy, that fire energy after that harvest moon and all this abundance pouring in, right? So universe, 74. Yeah. So it says, you've come far on your journey, and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. Wow. This card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, and fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards and reflects the work that you've accomplished on your travels, but more importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should now honor and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are. And accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. Exactly. The world is the world is yours to command. And you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart desires. Wow. You're connected to everything in the cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky is the same energy that's coursing through the universe in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. They also believed that these souls shined so brightly to guide others through the darkness. And so too can your wise soul. Wow. Well, collective, I would say that this reading ultimately is saying you're here. So you've done the work. And if you're not already seeing all this abundance flowing in for what you really wanted, it is. It's yours for the taking. So leap. Have no fear. There's nothing to fear. You are stepping into complete joy, gratitude, harmony, divinity, abundance, alignments. And you are liberated. You're completely free. And you're completely powerful. And you're very important. You're part of the light that is the guidance of way for others. So you should be immensely proud. And I'm really proud of you. And I thank you. I support you and honor you. So just sending you so much light and love. And I hope that this reading inspired you. It gifted you a little more of that light and bright confirmation and invigoration to continue forth. Because you're on the right path. And if you found this reading, if you resonated with this reading, then it's for you. And it was meant for you. Also because I'm so unknown on here. So even more of a reason that you were guided here for a reason from your guides. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to receive this. Obstacles removed. So many blessings and thank you for being here. Please like, comment, share if you would like, or at least put some hearts down below to claim this reading. And I will see you again tomorrow. Cheers.